Hello guys, welcome to Jeff's Garage Adventures. You like tools? This is your channel. I do lots and lots of tool reviews, mostly middle of the road, also some low and high end as well, and occasionally some car tech tips and repairs. Before we get into today's video, I got a giveaway coming this Friday in 4 days. I have giveaways every other week. I've already had 68 winners in 20 months. If you're a subscriber, I don't care when you subscribe, and you leave a comment on this Friday's video, June 6th, write that down, guys. You'll be eligible to put in this giveaway. There's going to be 2 winners. The first name I draw gets first pick, and the second name draw gets what's left. 2 winners. Here's the prizes up for grabs. I don't give away junk, guys. Snap-on, 3/8 drive, flex head ratchet. It's got that hard red handle. 80 tooth. This is a superb ratchet, guys. That's one of the prizes up for grabs. Or that die-hard 3-piece set with the eBay tray. That's 90 tooth. That was donated by Toby's Tools. Shout out to Toby. Thank you, Toby. That's up for grabs. So when I draw the first name, you get to pick. You get first picks. Second name, you get what's left. Okay, getting off of that. I'm also in the middle of a flare line. Or line wrench or flare nut wrenches series. I did one the other day. I'll get back into that tomorrow. This is a 7 months follow-up. I always try to do follow-up, all the tools I show. I show lots of tools, guys. And this channel is loyal to no one brand. So I'm going to tell you how it is. I always tell the truth, and I tell you how I feel. I've been buying tools for 47 years or using them, so I know quite a bit about tools. I have very few sponsors, and that's kind of the way I like it. Okay, Icon is in the house. Flex head ratcheting wrench set. 12-piece set, 72 tooth, 12-point box, 8 to 19 mil, no skips. Made in Taiwan. Model number is WRFM-12. They're around $200 at Harbor Freight, and try to get those on sale. I paid full price, but try to get them on sale if you can. Okay, 7 months of use. Here we go. Pull it up to the camera here. This is a 19 mil. Icon is in the house. Let's take a gander. ID markers are stamped, as well as the name. Chrome's pretty good on these. They're still holding up pretty well. 19's been used quite a bit. These are pretty smooth, guys. 72 tooth. These had very, very little back drag right out of the box. Love them. They're one of my top sets. There is no anti-slip on the open end part. Kind of wish it did have that. That'd make it better, but hey, it is what it is. Or I kind of wish it had a directional arrow to show what direction you're going. That could have made it better. Or a screw instead of a pin to tighten or unloosen it. That could have made it better. All that being said, though, everything else is pretty nice. You see that screw right there? You can take that out. It has some shellacking over it. They use some kind of some kind of lock type, but it's like a shellacking color. You can take that off. It's very easy to do. I just tapped it really lightly with a small screwdriver and a small hammer, and it flaked off. You can take that screw off and adjust the back drag, or, which is just as important, add some like 3-in-1 oil, and these things get even smoother. These things have been great. I don't use as much as a non-flex head ratcheting wrench, but I still use them quite a bit. It's an option, guys, that I think in today's cars you need. It's all about options, and this is a great option. Let's put it on a fastener. We'll call this the meat and potatoes. Now these things were just good from the get-go. I can't really say anything bad about how they perform. They perform very, very well. Put the fastener very well. There's not a lot of back drag. One of the better sets out there, I kid you not. And I have a lot of tools, guys. I got more than the average bear. That's a pretty good fit there. Let's grab a 13 here next. 7 months of use. I'll probably do a 1-year follow-up as well. I usually do. I'm so far behind on follow-ups. You're going to see some follow-ups in the upcoming weeks. I've been pushing them more. Here's a 13 mil. I used this just the other day. I was working on my UTV, my Ranger, Polaris Ranger, and I had an obstruction in the way, and this thing just shined. Not much back drag at all, guys. These are all really smooth. Like I said, one of the better sets out there. And they just perform really well. All the joints are still pretty tight. I don't have any issues there. Over time, they probably will loosen up more, but you know, it is what it is. But anything with a joint can loosen up. Again, they're pinned. There's no screw there. You can see it there. And there is no anti-slip in the open end. Always, guys, always break loose the fastener with the open end. Don't get lazy and try to break it loose with the ratcheting end, and that's how you get in trouble. You can break any ratchet wrench by doing that. You get a stubborn fastener up here in the salt belt, you try to break it loose with the ratcheting end, you're asking for trouble. With that being said, the warranty on these, as everybody knows, is pretty great, pretty fantastic. Let's grab a 10. Here's a 10 millimeter. The infamous 10 millimeter. That's one we're all going to use one time or another. There's a 10 millimeter. It gets used quite a bit. You can see some abrasions on that. But boy, they've been holding up pretty well, and I'm really happy I bought them. I'll do a video on my top 3. I only have 3 sets of these that I use, and I bought a lot of them. I just gave away a set of SKs. I'm going to ship them out today to Randy. He won those last Friday. He was wearing number 68, and he's going to like those SKs. Those SKs ain't bad. Finish is holding up nice. The joints are still pretty tight in these. They're just a really great all-around flex head ratcheting wrench, and I can highly recommend these guys. I think you'll like them. I only use 3 sets. I'll do a video on the 3 sets I use. I don't carry a lot of flex head ratcheting wrenches, but there's the toolbox, and again, I got a lot of tools, just more than the average bear. And I'll do a video showing my top 3 sets, but don't miss Friday's video. That's in 4 days. Two fantastic prizes up for grabs. I've already gave away 2 of these like this. I bought like 5 sets last year, and the plan was just to give them away. I have enough ratchets. I don't really need more ratchets. I got more than the average bear. That's today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. I can recommend them. They're definitely a nice set. Take care, guys.